Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it was sent to me by one of our dear brothers. So it seems as if this trend is still going on in that area that is called Joina city, which is in Harare. It is said that a lot of slave queens, they hang around there waiting to be picked by these rich blessers, and it is said that these slave queens, they no longer care, even if they know that these blessers of theirs, they do perform rituals on them, as long as they get an iPhone from these blessers, as long as they are gifted with these iPhones, the cars, and a lot of cash. These young women, they do not care. Please pray for your kids. If you have a child that is going to university, pray for your child. These young women, it is said that the majority of them, they are studying at University of Zim, who are dating these rich blessers. So there is a young man who came with his own confession, and this is the story that he gave to me. The narration reads like this. Hello, Brother Nashi, how are you? Can you please post my own story as hidden identity? My brother, my story is about this other rich woman who picked me up. All of a sudden, I was picked up by this rich woman, and she told me that she wanted me to become her. And she told me that she wanted me and her to be partners, even though she is married. I am a young man who is studying at a polytech college, which is here in Harare. And when I look at myself, and from what people have told me, I am someone who is very attractive. In fact, I have dated a lot of girls from our college, and most of them, they have actually approached me and have told me that they just want to have a piece of me. I have actually dated some of my own lecturers. There are some few lecturers of mine that I have dated who said that they find me to be very attractive. After I had finished my high school, that was when I started attending this polytech, and I stay in an area which is called Arcadia. So what I usually do is that whenever I am on my lunch break, I go to Joina city. You know, there is that Chicken Inn, that restaurant. That is where I usually go and I buy my lunch. So as usual, when I went there, there was this other young man. This guy, when I was busy eating my lunch, he was so friendly with me, and we started speaking and we started talking and chatting. But I was scared of this guy. I thought that maybe he wanted to steal my phone. So I made sure that my phone was in a secure position. Then this man, he said, don't you want to make quick cash? And I laughed at him because I thought that he is one of those scammers who promises you quick cash and he will end up robbing you. But this guy then said to me that he is a client of his, and if only I am willing to satisfy his rich client, then I am going to be okay financially. He said that all that it will take was for him to call his client and to tell her that she had found someone who is a beast in bed, who is willing to be with her. I was then taken to this hotel, which is called Holiday, and this was like my first time ever being inside that hotel, a very beautiful place. When we arrived there, this guy, he then took me to this other room, and he said that I cannot proceed, just walk into that room. When I walked in there, my brother, I saw a goddess. You know, these women who are from Tanzania, the way that they are built, that is the type of a woman that I saw. She was busy drying her own skin, and when I looked at her, all that I wanted, my brother, was to make love to her. I then rushed into the bathroom because I wanted to impress her. I wanted to remove all the sweat, to wash away all the sweat that was on my body, and spray some cologne so that I can impress her. After that, me and this rich woman, we started to make love. Oh, we made love, and she said that I had impressed her quite well, and indeed I had impressed her because from a very young age I had made love to a lot of women. I had even made love to my mom's best friend. She had told me that I was too attractive. She just wanted to taste me, and indeed she had tasted me, and she was the one who had taught me how to handle a woman in bed. You know, these older women, they know all the styles, so I'm like a champion in bed. Me and this lady, we started staying together. We were booked in that hotel, my brother, for a very long time. As for my relatives, as for my friends, I didn't want to communicate with them because I was happy with this woman. She was giving me money to go and buy some expensive clothes. I was eating whatever I wanted. She was giving me money. But what started to scare me, Brother Nashi, was that whenever this woman was on top of me, the way that she will behave, it was very scary. I had never seen a woman doing what she was doing. Whenever she was on top of me, it was as if she was possessed by a demon. You know, those traditional healers, when they are possessed by their ancestors, the way that they behave as if they are in a trance, that is what this woman was doing. Me and this lady, we spent about 2 weeks whilst we were in this hotel. As for my mom, when she tried to call me, I just refused to answer her because I was with this very beautiful woman. Then there was this other day when she was on top of me and she acted as if she was in a trance. Then she just fell flat and she fell asleep. So I didn't know if she was asleep or if she was dead. So I got out of this hotel room and I started to run away. And when I arrived at my parents' house, I found out that this woman, she was already parked at my parents' house. How she had found out about where I was staying, I do not even know. How she had actually managed to quickly travel from the city, driving all the way to Arcadia in a very short period of time, I could not even understand. This lady then said, I want you and you cannot deny me. Any man that I want cannot deny me. Money I have given you, so why can't you be mine? I want you, can't you understand that? But I said, no, I cannot be with you because of the things that you do. They are quite scary. Why do you behave in such a way when you are on top of me and you love being on top of me? You do not want to be dominated in bed. Then this lady, she got so angry with me when she found out that I was unwilling to be in love with her again. She said, you are going to come looking for me, and when you will come looking for me, I am going to deny you that time. So I said, it is fine, to hell with you, I don't care anymore. My brother, when I told this woman that I didn't care about her anymore, I went indoors. But the things that I started to notice was that when I was with my girl, like my girl, we tried to make love. She touched me, she romanced me, she licked me down there, but my manhood, it refused to go erect. Why it refused to go erect, I do not even know, my brother. That lady was really angry with me and we stopped making love. So this thing, it continued happening. And what I started to notice was that sometimes when I would go to the toilet, I would have urine that will be mixed with blood, which will be very painful, my brother. I've never felt so much pain like the pain that I feel whenever I am busy urinating. And sometimes I can actually go for days without urinating because there will be clots of blood that will be blocking the way that the urine is supposed to get out of my own body. The thing that I was told, my brother, is that if I do not get a cure like now, what is going to happen is that this manhood of mine, it is getting smaller and smaller by the day. I am very embarrassed because of the way that my manhood is looking right now. My manhood, it used to be quite long, but now that I measured it, it is very small, my brother. It is going back into the testicles. You can't even see it properly anymore. And this other prophet that I once went to, the prophet said that I should make a plan. Like right now, if I do not make a plan, I am actually going to lose my manhood. And for the rest of my life, I will never be able to make love to another woman, because the doctors are going to perform an operation on me, and they are going to place like a tube that will be draining the urine straight from my body into this other plastic container. So this is the life that I will be living. I do not know what to do anymore. I once went to the hospital and I was told that I had some sort of an STI. I was given some antibiotics, but they failed to work on me. Right now, what I do is that I just take a cotton wool and I wrap this cotton wool around my testicles and my manhood, because there is a smell that comes out of my manhood and I do not know what to do anymore, Brother Nashi. Yo, dear listeners, right, there was a message that was sent to me by our brother right there. Strange things do happen in this world. Yo,